So recently, Josh Hokit has been in the media a lot more recently because he's making call-outs by fighters a weight below him or even not even in the weight class near him and doing weird antics as well. Like, I'm very confused what Josh Hokit is doing, but like he's making call-outs against Yuri, Prohaska, Oldberg. Like, they're not even the same weight class as you. And there's such a weird altercation because you could tell they're getting thrown off because he's doing like a little cholo gimmick for no reason at all. Like, it's so weird. He's just going up to Yuri, "What's up, Vato?" And he's just saying a bunch of random stuff. And Yuri's like, "What the freak is this dude talking about?" Even Oldberg, the same thing. He was like, "What is this dude talking about? We're not even in the same weight class. Why are you picking on me? I'm fighting for a title and you're trying to get ranked." Like, they're two different levels. Like, it's such a weird thing. I don't know what Josh Hokit is doing, but like, he might as well give it a try, you know? Like, it's better than nothing, you know? Like, sometimes it's better than nothing. Like, even though it's a little cringe and not really that funny, it is better than nothing. The WWE gimmick, what he's doing right now, you might as well give it a shot because there's nothing really going on in media day, and there hasn't been going on for a while now, and the embedded episodes have been real mid, so they kind of need some drama in there. So they, even though it's random beef and it makes absolutely no sense, you might as well give it a shot. It gives you a little bit more viewers, more people that's going to interact with you on your page, whatever, so you might as well give it a little bit of a push here. But do I like it? Not really. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really find it funny. It's like a mediocre comedy to me, but Kobe was not funny at first. So for the best example I could use, Kobe was not funny for a bit. It took him a while before he got in his groove. Like, one of his bad jokes for a while was like "those nachos," which was not clever at all. But then again, Marty Fake Usman wasn't really that incredibly funny either. It wasn't until like Cum Shot. It wasn't until like it was like clips. That's when it got a little bit funny. Like, Cum Shot was pretty funny. There was another one I kind of forgot though. Even the Leon Presser was very funny until freaking he called out his dad. Other than that, it was golden. If you rewatch that press conference, it was one of the best conferences we had in a while, bro. It was such a funny one. Kobe came in there the Independence Day, then we lost, so it wasn't the best luck, but yeah, it was very funny until the Leon joke, but yeah, it did take Kobe a while to find his groove, so it's gonna take Hokit a bit because he's a little unfunny, and that press conference kind of showed that. It was a little hit or miss. There was actually more misses than there was hits, in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie to you. He did call out Yuri though, and Yuri kind of folded, but then again, Yuri doesn't have the best English, so I don't know if that really counts for anything, but he did call him out, and he was kind of pressing Yuri a bit. How would that matchup go though? I got Yuri finishing him in 2 pretty much. Even Oldberg got him finishing in 1. Like, I'm sorry. Just because you're athletic at heavyweight, it's not really going to transition well at light heavyweight. I'm sorry, bro. Like, they could actually kind of grapple, and they have hands. They're not just fat slobs. But anyways, back to the point. Yeah, he was not hitting on a lot of the jokes there. Like, he was calling out Dan Hooker. I think he called out Ian Gary. Like, it was not funny at all. Like, it was so sad to watch. But at the same time, he was just making jokes to try to be entertaining. And I kind of appreciate that. But at the same time, can you at least be funny with the jokes? Like, don't just say random stuff just to say them. Like, at least be funny with it. Like, especially when he was cutting out blades and it was like, you know, like, I understand he's trying to make a character for himself and I appreciate that, but at the same time, again, be funny. Like, that's all I ask for. Like, if you're gonna try to do the antics, at least try to be funny. That's my only critique on that. But I just want to mention one thing. He did take me off guard because I was very confused why he was wearing that robe. I don't know why. Like, it was just a black robe for no reason at all. And then I saw the picture on freaking Twitter. It was just him with a lightsaber. I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. I did chuckle when I saw that. But other than that, that was the only funny thing he did, in my opinion. But he has to be Blaze. If he doesn't, he's kind of cooked. I'm not going to lie to you, because he's going to get critiqued and made fun of for literally years upon ends. They're not going to let this down ever because how much trash talking he's doing. And it's not even that funny. That's the sad part. Like, it's kind of cooked in his situation. I would hate to be Hokit right now because this is make or break him. If he doesn't win this match against Curtis Blades, he is cooked. I'm not going to lie to you. He is cooked as a fighter because they're not going to let this down ever. Because if you trash talk and it's not funny, they would never let you down. Like, they never let you let that go because they want funny or not. Even when it's funny, they'll still make fun of you. Like, you're going to be in those reels where, like, oh, when trash talking goes wrong type of situations. Can you not see that? I could so see that, especially when the trash talk wasn't even funny. I could see that, like, in initials. Disclaimer, trash talk wasn't even funny either. Like, that I could so see that happening. So it is kind of sad if he does lose because Blades, even though he is a top contender and people kind of underrate him, even I did for a while, like, Like, he is actually a really good fighter, and his losses are not looking that bad either. Like, he lost to Kuniev. He didn't lose to Kuniev. He beat Kuniev, actually, which is a good win in hindsight because he beat Almeida, and he only lost to Aspinall, Francis, and who else did he lose to? Oh, he lost to Derek Lewis. Not the best loss, but that dude had power. I noticed that about Blades, though. If you have, like, dumb power, he does fear you a lot, and he would not try to engage with you. Even with the grappling, he gets all panicky and not tries to shoot. He tries to play it safe and stay out the outside, which is a dumb mood on him. And again, he also lost to Sergey Spivak. Not Sergey Spivak, he lost to Sergey Pavlovich. Like, even then, he was timid to even shoot a takedown either. Like, I don't know. Blades is very hit or miss, but Hokit doesn't really have that one-shot killer, you know? Like, he doesn't have that one power shot where, like, oh, shoot, if he hits you with this, you're gonna go out cold. Like, Blades is not gonna fight timid in this fight. Unless it was, like, somebody like a Sergey Pavlovich in a rematch, or an Aspinall again, or anybody that has, like, one-shot killer power, I would be worrisome for Blades. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I am kind of regretting my pick on Hokit. I think Blades might actually win more I think about it. But then again, I think I picked Hokit off of value on verdict. So screw it, I'm gonna stick with it. I already made this decision. I already made the picks on the video. So I'm gonna go Hokit beating Blades, even though I don't really see it that much. But I could see Hokit grappling heavy, shooting a lot, landing big shots. And who they're gonna favor in the decision, they're gonna favor Hokit in my opinion. I don't really think they want Curtis Blades to be in another title shot where he'll just get KO again, even by Cyril Gahn or maybe even an Aspinall again. You know, they don't really want that happening again. And also, the odds are very big, and it would be nice if that hits in the second round by knockout by Hokit. So I'm gonna go with it, not confidently. I would favor Blades, and if you're gonna pick somebody, I would tell you to pick Blades, but I'm just gonna go with it because of the odds. And if it hits, it would be good money, but it's gonna be good points for me. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with Hokit, but I could see him getting knocked out by Blades. It'd be an embarrassing moment, and people talk smack about him, even though he tried to be entertaining. But again, I don't really like his entertainment value. He's not that funny. I don't really respect it. I like good comedy. If you're gonna be funny, but don't try to force it, in my opinion. So off of that alone, I respect what Hokit is doing, but I don't really find him funny. But at least he's trying, you know? Like, most people don't even give you nothing. They don't give you anything to critique or even, like, enjoy, you know? So it's just nice to see a brush fresh in the air, you know? Something new, something exciting a bit. But even though it's a little cringe and I don't really like it either, at least give somebody to talk about something. Again, something is better than nothing, you know? Even though sometimes I prefer the nothing, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, he at least gives you something to critique about him or even like him. Like, I respect that a lot. So off of that alone, respect the Hokit, but I don't really find you funny. I just want to make that very clear. I do not find him funny, but he at least tries. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I am kind of rooting for Hokit for the main reason I want to get my pick right. Other than that, I don't really care if he wins or loses, but it would be nice to have something fresh in the air at heavyweight. So off of that alone, I am rooting for him, but I wouldn't mind a Blades win. So that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys later, and God bless all of you. And also, can you guys like and subscribe? And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.